Good day there all, I'm AViralInfection and welcome to Nekopara. And welcome to Me-Nekopara Volume 1. Last time we quite literally just rejected the feelings of these Nekos. Ugh, cashew. Just ugh. And now, time to get into a bit more on the viral side here, so I can explain some of the emotions I am feeling and I have felt. The first couple minutes here are going to be a bit depressing. Sorry, but let me just get off my chest feelings. Off the chest. The reasons of these texts right here. I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? Yes, you shouldn't. Because when you do, you can fall for your emotions, yet they can also guide you in a symbolic right path. Or at least a metaphorical, or at least a symbolic one that you may think is there. But when I had the voice in the back of my head tell me don't fall for your emotions, because if you fall, you will literally fall. You will break, because you've fallen for yourself again. You've fallen for the ploy, you've fallen for the trick. And with that in the back of my head, I fell for the emotions of uncertainty, and that the ploy was what I was already in. That the simulation around me was quite literally just that. Already there. So I fell for my emotions by stating I was not gonna fall for my emotions. Therefore, I've had a couple encounters as such, where that was my downfall. And if I could ever fucking grow enough balls, and I've had way too many balls, let me state. I've literally had a California Reaper. And I stated it would take a pentaballs to be able to do. And I ate that motherfucker. I cried like a bloody man though. But nonetheless, I do not have enough to confront and accept that I was a fucking idiot. I could state it all damn day to myself, but I can't state it out. I can't let these emotions just, to state it clear, because of the insanity, the solemn nature of mind, the despair, the everything, of just how and who I am. So, well, I already know that this is not a message to talk to said person. So, I'm not going to try to make anyone else pity me. No, not anymore. Not anymore. So, cashew, let's take some advice from a man who's lived way too long in a place where time has no meaning. I forgot where my mouse was, and I just stopped the recording for that. Ugh. Lovely. That's going to be a transition and a half. I laid down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave into my emotions, then everything around me will fall into pieces. The result would just lead to more sadness. Yeah. If I used kind or hopeful words that I could not return with it, stating, like, it would just be worse. They would all end up as lies, and that is not what I want. It's pretty uncool of me to be so passive like this. I'm passive-aggressive, and I don't like to make actions. Dude, I am you. I am that nuts. While I continue to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions. Living the dream, man. Living the dream. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. Just take me, sleep. Beat me like a fucking whore, because I'm tired of it. That's me trying to lighten the mood a bit more to, be a bit brighter. if chocolate was only a blanket. I think there's a pretty big difference between an underquilt and bed cover.
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mouse.
ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
Was what she told me when I finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla will.
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
I slept like I haven't in fucking 15 years. Let me tell you, it hurt like a bitch. Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. I'd be that guy to make up something on the spot and just be like, it was fucking regrettable. In any case,
すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので、失
you
礼いたします。
you cheap
愛
cunt.
してますわ、兄様。ではまた。
Oni-chan, he's gotta go say that to you. My motto here is being a bit of a bitch. Oh wait, Shigure! Seriously. As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought that I could sort all this out if I could just talk to Shigure. You son of a bitch. Wait. Oh, it's over there on the charger. I'd be like, you son of a bitch, and actually look at it, but eh.
朝ごはんおいしいですね。ご主人様のご飯はいつでもおいしいですにゃ。
Now you're trying to butter me up.
ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。
What are you doing about that?
芸術的に可愛い。舐めてあげちゃう。ペロペロ。
That's good shit right there. The geckos in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. There's ketchup on sandwiches? What the? And it's like burgers, maybe. Those kind of sandwiches. It's so confusing. I don't count burgers as sandwiches because I usually like sandwiches and, I love burgers. And I also don't count Oreos as sandwiches, though technically they are, just like burgers. Technically sandwiches. I call them as they're like, well, if we were gonna do this, like, species-wise, animal, like, I'd call it their subspecies. So, yeah. Or their species would be, just sandwiches, I call it by their subspecies, the more defined one. Or, let's see here, domain, kingdom, kingdom, phylum, class, order, genus, species, subspecies. I think the genus or species would. Anyway, these sandwiches incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce, and ketchup. Wait, that could still be a burger. Okay, with an over easy fried egg tucked inside all that. Never mind. It was a simple meal. Then again, I've had a burger like that before. Breakfast was pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay? Gotcha. Straight to the punch. No, it's too much fun. You're gonna give me diabetes. You so sugar, so sweet. In so many ways. Did you see my massive note? Stop with the deliberated. No. Yeah. Deliberately. Stop with the deliberately misleading words. That was a word inside my head to say, but I just didn't read every word. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky faces. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. And their eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so the part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl, which is why it's just like there is no difference. We just fucking accept it. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today I really do have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. Gosh, I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand, like, you gotta do this. But secretly hiding my feelings, I want you to stay, but no. Business, business, business. Yes. It'd be very difficult to, like, pay attention to customers, especially if I just got this massive just issue dangling around, going from side to side all across the store, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying about my wang, I'm talking about her zooming across the area. That was an ironic sense. I'm feeling sly. She put her sandwich down on her plate, and just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly, too excitedly. Thank you, piano player. You're killing me here. His shoulders drooped more than before. The ears which sat atop her head drooped down heartily too. Damn it. Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. Damn it. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. For me, it wasn't really a pricking, it was more like an emptiness. A longing for what I don't have, but what I could have, or could. Music. Stop swaying my mind. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup. As my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment. So that's what. I don't want to be with you. Her usually always perky ears were drooping. Choco was speaking clearly under her own volition. Wow. First time I actually see the word, so it's a bit different. Okay. I don't have it no other way, girls. You know, Vanilla, if you basically just state that it's not just for Chocola, you would win him over that much more. Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. Ellipses. I don't remember Chocolate Vanilla ever being this disobedient. But do I care? That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That. Understood? The fuck? Hero?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。
Lovely.
こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。
Thank you.
では間違いなければ 受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
I'll put my John Hancock right here. She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked through the sales invoice I received once more. Ellipses. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか？
No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but I looked over a pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! It was as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside this bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Very well.
大変申し訳ございません。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして、水無
Nice.
月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Accept this order? From all this? Huh? The amount of cardboard box towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside each of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see that they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware, and if I accepted it all, it would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these, but it's going to take a while to deal with a lot of
も
this.
ちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、
Well, thank you.
私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more, but to have it redelivered would take double the effort too. Gee. Of course, that slight stance fucked up the hair. Good enough right now. That's right! I have a lifeline!
にゃにゃ、にゃんですか？
He is the hype.
猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
You go do. I'm exhausted. I left the table where we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair, and relaxed my shoulders.
ご主人様、冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Oh, thank you. Chocolate. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find, and I really did need help this time.
褒めて褒めて褒めて褒めて。
I could sense that praise me aura, depending, coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without you two.
ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃったよ、バニラ。
You fucking embrace it.
柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。
Ha.
そこら、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。
Yes, but don't get too cocky.
やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。ね。
You point out the points.
猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。
Very much
私た
so.
ちがいなかったら、まだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
Of course. Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. No, it's not close enough. They lean forward towards me with emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue than the one that from before. You two have to go back. Oh, persistent bastard he is. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything. Okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
They're trying their hardest, man. Her shoulders drooped, along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
Damn it. She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocola isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. Well, even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how much she cared for me.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？悪い子？
No. Of course not. She spoke quietly in her usual way. Reno tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls. That's why I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
You did a horrible way of, analyzing that sentence, Cashew. It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. Is he just secretly trying to be, accepting his pervertedness here? Sweet. Damn it. Just click the button, Colton. She blinked and she took in my words. It was almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart and see that I'm struggling and I'm crying on the inside and almost on the out. She stared directly at me long and hard and realized that they're not the only ones torn about this.
だって難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。
You could definitely see what I was feeling.
好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Yeah, with how you leaned in towards me, my emotion was to immediately lunge for the hug and just let it out. Ready for that simulation time where I just let it out, man. Vanilla.
ショコラのところ行ってくる。
Would you kindly? With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long, I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Said the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself. I repeated those words she had just said to me, and it flowed through me, to the point in time where I'd understand, maybe, that I should allow these Nekos into my life. With that, I will see you guys metaphorically in the next one. Sign out. I'll be to say any form in which way you wish to say good day, and hopefully it shall.